again, let us look around the room and see who's swimming with us in this sweet ocean of devotion. Individuals who are called out to be solely devoted to the unfolding of one's soul, this multidimensional eternal soul, which is our identity as pure spirit, to reflect and reveal the infinite in ways that have never happened before. Say with me, if you will, I've never happened before. I'm the only one of me. I am not one of 8 billion. I'm one of one. There's no one like me. Today, I'm setting myself free. Somebody shout about it. And be aware, this particular month, we've been working with the theme of You Are Abundance. You've been coming to a greater understanding that you're not a random event. You've not emerged from material to become consciousness. You are anointed and appointed by the power and the presence and the love of God through the quantum field to reflect and to reveal the infinite nature of pure spirit as only you can. You are one of one. Never will there be another you ever in existence. And so today, our particular topic, our particular theme is enough is enough. We are no longer walking and talking in the awareness that we are not enough. We're living from an overflow consciousness that we are enough exactly the way that we are. So say with me, if you will, enough is enough. I am enough. And so it is from this awareness that we are saying to ourselves in substance, we're no longer being hijacked by being mere consumers, that we are opening ourselves up and breaking ourselves free from the paradigm of lack and limitation by saying that we are creators fueled by infinite energy all the time. That so often individuals are hijacked and brainwashed that they're moving through the world, that they're just barely making it, they're operating from survival, and that they are here to consume something in the external world, to achieve something in the external world, to be enough, to feel enough, or to have enough. No longer will you be hijacked by that curse from the race consciousness. You are saying to yourself today, enough is enough, and I am enough. And in that frequency and in that vibration, we are not consumers. You are not to see yourself as consuming anything. You are to see yourself as an unlimited, limitless being that are here to create, that are here to express. Now, the moment that vibration begins to take over your mind, that you are an artist, you are here to create, you're here to give, you're here to share, you're here to shine, you're here to radiate, whatever your particular task is, in that precise instant, there will be a revelation of spirit moving through you, unhampered by your previously held point of view. What does that mean? You think about a toaster. Why would you think about a toaster? Primarily because if the toaster is unplugged, you can't have no toast. But the moment you plug in the toaster does not say, listen, I've been unplugged for months. I cannot toast right now. No, the moment you plug it in, there is immediate electricity, immediate toast. The moment you shift your perspective and have an encounter with the divine presence as a whole creator, in that moment the energy begins to flow, and then you'll say to yourself in substance, enough already. What does that mean? That this sense of enoughness means that you're becoming ready, vibrationally prepared to accept the gifts of abundance flowing through you. And being ready means this. Being ready means, one, that you're letting go of shame. Shame is what you're harboring from the past mistakes, past things you should have said or shouldn't have said, past ways of being. You're letting go of that, and you're letting go of blame, which is a moment of being present, projecting blame into the future. The moment shame and blame are dissolved, then the moment that shift consciousness happens, oh, right now, I am a creator. I am an artist. I am a generous expression of the overflow. Now there's no hindrance to the flow of this dynamic, cosmic energy that is seeking to know itself as you. As I was saying in the earlier service, peace, love, joy, wisdom, harmony, these qualities are present. These qualities are omnipresent. They are everywhere except where it's suppressed by a limited perception. So you're saying today, enough is enough, and enough already. And then you're coming to this understanding. Never, ever, sometimes we're not supposed to say never, ever, but I'm saying it today. Never, ever use social media as your journal. Do not ever use your social media to tell the world what you're going through. You save that for your trusted friends, your counselor, and your inner dialogue with the presence of the Most High. The moment you share what you're going through on social media as a journal, that mass consciousness becomes a mirror reflecting back to you what you're going through. And you end up misusing the law, and you get back to you all these people that you don't even know thinking about you in a particular way. Don't ever do it. You are a field of abundance. You are a field of prosperity. You are a field of love. When you're growing through something that is only to be shared with a trusted friend, a counselor, or your own real journal. And I know the young people have problems with this because they grew up with social media. They actually think they're supposed to do it. They're supposed to let people know what they had for breakfast. They're supposed to know about the argument they had with their boyfriend or their girlfriend. No, you are not. You are to be quiet and to deal with trusted friends, your own journal, and spiritual counselors if you are to reflect and to reveal the infinite in a way that only you can. And so when you begin to understand that you're not a random event, you're not here, your parents did not create you, they were merely the vehicles, I shouldn't say merely, they were the powerful vehicles through which you came into this expression of the earth plane. But you, as you begin to re-describe yourself, because abundance is about identity, when you begin to identify yourself as this cosmic event, reflect and reveal the infinite, you begin to break all the curses that have happened in your family line. You're no longer falling prey to the hereditary patterns of what your parents or grandparents or ancestors have gone through. No, you become new in this moment. This is all metaphysics. It's beyond the physical laws of cause and effect, which only exist where there is duality and polarity. But when you rise above that into the mystical realm of unity and oneness, and you begin to operate as a distinct unit of the quantum reality of oneness with God, all curses are dissolved. In that instant, everything has been set in motion by your previous personality self, becomes null and void, and you step into the field of I am abundance. I'm not trying to achieve it. I'm not trying to get it. I'm not trying to consume it. I'm not trying to fill up an empty hole inside of my being. No, I'm it. My life is it. I radiate this. Say with me, if you will, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I am enough. Say with me, if you will, enough already. Enough, I am ready. Enough, I am vibrationally prepared. And it is happening now. And then we step into this field of this precise moment in human history. Yesterday we had sacred service Saturday, 21 events throughout Los Angeles, other events throughout the nation and throughout the world, with a direct appointment to plant a field of love everywhere we went, so that we would begin to reflect and reveal the infinite on the planet, not proselytizing people to come and join Agape, even though the invitation was readily there. It was about being the field of love on this planet at this time in human history. Why is that important? Because we have to reimagine, re-enchant our imagination, and what the world calls impossible has to be our inevitable. What does that mean? You have madmen dropping bombs again. You have madmen, and I don't say that lightly, I say that in absolute truth. When we hear the dynamic of we have to embrace the least of us, Jesus the Christ was not talking about those who don't have means. He was talking about the least of us, those with myopic, limited points of view, limited perceptions, you see? And so there are individuals on the planet that still profit from war, individuals on the planet that want to bluster and use war as a means to bring things into some kind of order. It never works, and it will never work. It doesn't work, and it will never work. And so individuals who are rising up in the feeling tone of divine love, re-enchanting our imagination. So when we hear human beings say that, oh, as long as there are people on the planet, there's always going to be wars, and that's how we have to solve our differences. We say the impossible is the inevitable when consciousness expands. So we are here as points of love to be those places where peace prevails. Peace and love are not anemic feeling tones. They're not anemic emotions. Peace is the dynamic of harmonizing good. It is an encounter on a cellular level with that which is real. Love is the most powerful presence on the planet, that which is real. And so we're waking up to be wake-up alarm clocks to governments and officials all around the globe who are myopic in their point of view and then brainwash young men to go out and kill people they don't even know to change the world for the better. It will never happen. The means and the ways must be the same thing. The means and the ways must be a dynamic of peace. And so even though there are moments where individuals feel that they are spitting in the wind, that doesn't make a difference, and that's only because that the media is so censored, you do not see the millions and millions and millions of people all around the globe stepping up and are saying a new way must happen. A new way must be born. You only see the little curated media hits about the state-funded way you should see life. We should see life the way the mystics see it. We should see life the way the avatars see it. We should see life the way the great peacemakers and the peacekeepers have seen it for years, that we're all one, that we've exploded from a field of unity and divine love and infinite joy and wisdom. There is no separation between you and your brother and your sister. Whatever part of the globe that they're living on, you are one with that being. We are not to be any longer hypnotized by the matrix of separation, pseudo-patriotism, pseudo-nationalism. We are cosmic beings living on a planet. We are global citizens, and unless we expand our awareness to that end, we will continue to be hijacked into wars and wars and wars and wars and wars. But the moment you see that that is your brother, regardless of where they live, what language they speak, what religious background they have, is the moment we can see that. And this is why you pray. You don't pray just to get what you need. You pray to have a realization that what you need you already have. You don't meditate just to calm your mind. You meditate to get out of the mind so that you can begin to see that you are pure awareness. And once you see it, you'll never be the same. Once you see that you are at one, then the hate and the bigotry and the homophobia and the anti-Semitism and the racism don't exist, because you see that you are at one with every being on this planet. And so we have come not to be anemic individuals just coming to church on a Sunday. We are to be so spiritually fired up with the possibility of what the world calls impossible peace on the planet in our lifetime. To be so fired up with the world calls impossible to be our inevitable. Every being have enough to eat and enough to drink. What the world calls impossible becomes our inevitability through the re-enchantment of our imagination. Oh, I want you to see, first of all, on the personal level, that you are enough. I want you to see on the personal level, enough already. I'm getting inwardly prepared and ready, vibrationally ready to be an instrument of abundance. You want to see on a global scale enough already. There's enough to go around. And individuals that have an insatiable hole, with an imaginary hole within themselves that are grabbing and clutching and trying to control, those are our brothers and sisters as well. Enough already. We must become vibrationally ready to feel the great enoughness that's happening in our own soul. With that awareness, we become generous, artistic beings on the planet. Everyone's need is met. That is not a mere fantasy. That's how it is on the meta level, but must come through the consciousness of humanity to be made plain and visible on this level. So think about it. When you want to manifest a parking space or an ideal employment or whatever the case may be, what do? You step into the feeling tone that's already happening. You begin to describe it. You begin to feel it. And you begin to open yourself up to that divine employment or that ever-increasing financial good or that healing of the body temple or whatever it is that you need. You begin to see it at the meta level. You begin to feel it. It's already happening. And then you become already enough already. You become vibrationally ready. You're vibrating at that level. And then little by little, or instantly, there's a demonstration of the invisible becoming visible. This is the same thing, except it's on a global scale. That communities come together and meditate and pray and feel into the dynamic of what the world is calling impossible. We see it as inevitable because it's already intrinsically loaded and coded within us. That dynamic good is already there. We begin to feel it. We begin to describe it. We begin to articulate it. We begin to have conversations about it. We begin to vision about it. We begin to hold that space until 2 becomes 4, becomes 16, becomes 32, becomes 64. It becomes a dynamic field of what is possible. And then in that space, there is a download of that which is within us becoming visible on the planet. And it begins to affect the sleepwalkers on the planet to begin to wake up to that which is possible. And they begin to be led by their higher nature rather than their egoic lower nature of pseudo-nationalism, pseudo-patriotism, and things of that particular nature. You cannot be a mystic and live in pseudo-patriotism or pseudo-nationalism because that's separation. Once you touch the mystical realm, you are at one with all beings. And you love all beings. Color of skin, sexual orientation, you love them all because they're all you. Oh my God. I want you to see this. I want you to see it. I'm calling forth the activity of God consciousness within us that we may see it. So that the individuals on the planet that think they're running things begin to understand that there's something, there's a divine order that's back of everything, untouched by puny human consciousness. There's a divine harmony untouched by limited perception, and we are to be in tune with that. So hear this again. You are abundance. That's your identity. And the prosperity flows from how you identify yourself. You are not a consumer, you are a creator. A creator is what flows through a creator is infinite energy. A consumer is dealing with lack. You are not a consumer, your identity is abundance. You're saying today, enough is enough. I am enough. That's enough. Who I am is enough. I don't have to prove myself to anyone. I don't have to be liked by anyone. I'm not seeking that. I am enough. Enough is enough. I begin to feel within myself enough already, meaning I am becoming vibrationally prepared to be a vehicle for the abundance. Shame is being dissolved. Blame is being dissolved. I'm living in an ever-increasing flow of the good that is everywhere. I begin to see that love, peace, joy, wisdom, and harmony is everywhere, except where it's being suppressed by limited perception. Therefore, we expand our perception, and what the world calls impossible becomes our inevitable. Inevitable because on the quantum level, it's already happening, but it must come through us. God isn't going to do anything for us what God can't do through and as us. So the lifting of our vibration allows for that which is to manifest and express itself through and as us. And we become the powerful fiats of the Spirit, of the living one, holding that space until the world catches up. We don't go down into the frequency, we keep rising up. When all the evidence of negativity comes into our awareness, we keep saying, not so, not real, not eternal. And though people may laugh at it, they laughed at meditation and visioning 40 years ago. They laughed at visualization 40 years ago. They laughed at the power of the spoken word 40 years ago. Now it's all science. Now it's all neuroplasticity. Now it's all biofeedback. Now it's all epigenetics, evolutionary biology. Now it's all science. You are scientifically and spiritually proving that a new world is here. Even though the evidence from your media would say not so. Most of the world is in peace. Most of it. But if we don't have peace, we'll be in pieces to a degree. So we're rising up. Say with me, if you will, again, enough is enough. Put your arms around yourself and say, I am enough. I am enough. Say with me, if you will, enough already. Meaning, enough, I am ready. I am prepared. I am vibrationally prepared to reflect the infinite nature of God. Now say this statement with me. The world's impossibility is my inevitability. What the world calls impossible, we say it's inevitable. Peace is prevailing through us. Now, we feel it. We see it. We hold that space. Take a breath here. Reveal itself. And one more thing. What I have just described is not easy. It's not an easy thing, which is why we call it spiritual work. It's easy when everything is going well and wonderful. But when things occur in the physical world, that's when we really have to go into the work. We really have to dive deep within our soul. We really have to pray. We really have to meditate. We really have to study. We really have to hang with high-minded, open-hearted, loving people. We have to be buoyed up with possibility, you see. Because without spiritual vision, the people perish. And so we have to articulate this vision, to feel it. We have to be the feeling tone of it. Whew. Enough is enough. And enough is enough. We are enough. So we bless all of our brothers and sisters who have imaginary holes that they're trying to fill with more power, more money, more. There's never enough of that which doesn't satisfy. So we start with, I am abundance. I am enough. I am that I am. Close your eyes and feel into this with me for a moment. Just silently take something in your life that looks impossible. Something in your life that you may be seeking to bring into expression. Maybe a physical healing, Maybe a financial boon that needs to happen. It may be a relationship that needs to be healed. Maybe some grief that needs to be dissolved and transmuted. There may be some confusion of the mind, and clarity needs to dawn on the awareness, whatever it is in your life. Or it might be the world thing. But take that which appears to be impossible right now and allow your imagination to be re-enchanted. Allow for your imagination to be a fertile ground of possibility. This is possible. Always remember that impossible is spelled impossible. And begin to breathe into the possibility of that area of your life being made whole. Come out of it being impossible. Now, here's the trick. You can't direct how that's to happen. You just have to be in the feeling of, it's possible. Think about that particular area and say, it's possible. It's possible. And it's happening now. It's possible. And it's happening now. Now expand and come to the seeming world events. Wars and rumors of wars. Famine and drought. People not having enough to eat. People dodging bombs. Things seem so bleak and impossible for peace. And just as you did with your private and personal issue, it's expanded. See peace and plenitude for everyone. Feel it and say, it's possible. It's possible. I see it. I feel it. Take a next step. I'm an instrument of it. I'm an instrument of it. My imagination is re-enchanted. Now. You are abundance. We're not talking the accumulation of stuff. We're talking about the flow of the qualities of God being active in our awareness, providing the context for all of our needs being met, that we may share our gifts and the reason we came to this planet. Feel into that. Feel into that. Feel into that. Turn within with me in this moment. And beyond, 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 we enter into a feeling tone of thanksgiving. This might be one of the most courageous things you can do during times of declaration of war, is to elevate your consciousness to thanksgiving. It might be very courageous for you to be grateful. It's easy to be grateful when everything is sweet and wonderful. But it might be courageous for you to rise up and say, I am grateful for my life. I'm grateful that I exist. I'm grateful for everything. Come with me into the land of gratitude. Be courageous enough to break free from the hypnotism of lack and scarcity and otherness. Come with me into this field. And let us begin together to recognize this presence of love and of peace and of harmony that's everywhere. Omni, everywhere, omni. Everywhere, omni. Omnipresent. Omnipotent. Omniscient. Omniactive. Oh. Let's take a next step. That which you are recognizing, your own life is an emanation of it. Say out loud, I'm at one with God. I am at one with love. I am at one with peace. It's all in me. I'm oozing with it. I'm teeming with it. It is from this consciousness of oneness. I have the privilege and the honor to speak a word. The word of God, the word of love, the word of peace, a law, a sacred law unto itself that only knows its own unfolding. Oh, I speak it for each of us now, that we may be free. Free from the matrix. Free from the simulation of life. Free to be in life. To realize our aliveness is God. Our aliveness is love. Our aliveness is beauty and peace. It's not cosmetic, it's consciousness. I speak the word for each and every one of us. Will you be made whole? Do I have an agreement that you will be made whole? Are you agreeing that wholeness is prevailing in your life? Peace, joy, wonder. Oh, and into this field, I speak the word. That each and every one of us may be made whole where there appears to be lack, appears to be disjointedness or separation. Oh, that appearance is cleaned up now. And the fundamental order of the universe is flowing through us. And anything that would hinder that, it has no power in this precise instant. Enough already in this precise instant. Enough already in this precise instant. Enough already. The word is spoken. Divine wholeness of the body, temple, the mental body, the emotional body, the psychological body, the body of our affairs, our financial body are under the body of God. And all of our needs are being met right now. We don't have to know how. We just have to know what. If you know the what, the how will follow. What? God. What? Love. What? Peace. What? Joy. What? Beauty. What? Intelligence. What? What? Woo! Woo! Oh, can you repeat that? Here we go. Let me hear you. Oh, we're tuning forks for the divine. Feeling tone of good. It's courageous. It's courageous to step into the feeling tone of gratitude when so many things appear to be out of sorts. But that's our role. Help them feel it. Help them feel it.
There's a new territory.
It's a new territory
that I never saw before. Like the fire of transformation breaking through my core. Shining in the darkness, I can see the light of day.
Yeah.
In this new territory, and this is the way I pray. I pray that you will see the best of life, the best of love, the very best of everything. I pray that you will see the best of life, the best of love, the very best of everything.
eyes closed, let us see the highest and best of life and the best of everything.